Well, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapeutic Edge. I've got something on the table that's very cool. These are cane Grambeau knives. These are the Assettos. Well, this is the Assetto, and this is two versions of it. These came to me by way of Lefty, who got them from cane Grambeau. These are in pre-order right now. They are $281 in either configuration. I don't know, man. These are pretty cool. They're M390, and this one's all titanium. This one's titanium and micarta. A couple of days ago, you saw a review for the Russ, which is also in pre-order. These are also made by Best Tech and made exceptionally well. I really, really like these knives, and I'm glad that he's doing it. And 281 bucks, while it is expensive, is not wildly so. For the materials in particular. So if you're interested, there'll be a link in the description. You can go check out his website and take a look, maybe get on board. Let's take a look what you get. I think they're cool looking. They are hollow ground, beautifully done, right? Got a nice half-length titanium backspacer. They've got very sort of traditional titanium pocket clips. This one, of course, is a bolster-style lock, although you can see the frame comes all the way up in there. A subframe, I'm not sure how you'd want to say that. This one is full frame lock. Both are locked up at about, this one's 25%, this one's about 30%. Got nice pivots, very clean. Both of them say Grambeau right there on the titanium. These are nice knives. They're interesting. This one's, they've got grind lines on the sort of swedge up here, and then the blades themselves are really, really finely stonewashed inside of the hollow grind, which is very cool looking. You can see the difference when I do that, right? They're very comfortable. Action is very good. Now, they are front flippers, and I have to tell you, I'm a little tired of front flipping. But that's just me. I know a lot of people still really like it, and these are done very well. So let's go ahead and put the full tie just up here, and we will focus our energy on the micarta and titanium Assetto. That's Assetto. I may be mispronouncing that. I may not. Let's take a look at what you get. So, you get, looks like an inch, 3 1/8 inches of cutting on 3 1/4 inches of M390. The grip area from, well, when I grab it from just right about that line. So that's where we're going to measure from. Looks like you're getting almost 3 1/2 inches of handle. So it's a little short for me. But if you've got more normative size hands, it'll be just fine. Blade's got a lovely rise right here that gives your thumb a fantastic place to land. It is swedged, so it comes to it gets a little thin up here. Might have done with a little jimping, maybe, but whatever. This blade shape lends itself very well to all of your EDC tasks, and because it's hollow ground, it is a really nice slicer. The swell at the back of the handle does mean it sits into the palm very nicely if you're holding on really tightly. This is a fancy knife that could put in a lot of work. It's got a lovely sharpening choil right here at the base of the plunge, and both of them have a perfect grind. This one's got a little schmutz at the tip from cutting some tape. Anyway, the inside, and I don't have a flashlight handy, you're not going to be able to see it, maybe just a little, is milled on both sides. The tie version is also milled on both sides. So for a little weight reduction, I think that yeah, this one's a little lighter, but we'll weigh them out in just a little while. Let's do some size comparisons. Oh, well, of course, first, the whole knife is 7 1/2 inches overall, which is really nice. Closed profile, of course, since there is no flipper tab, although there's this spike at the top of the blade, so you're a little over 1 1/4 inches at the thickest. And the closed length, a little under 4 1/2. I will say that as top/front flippers go, this one is really good. Like, you just don't miss, right? It's every single time. So the geometry is done very well. Let's go ahead and measure that out right on that line. We'll do some size comparisons. I had a bug out here. There it is. Here's our old friend, the bug out. As you can see, these knives are very similar in length. You get a little tiny bit more cutting on the Assetto. For full-size knives, here it is against the full-size Griptilian, and as you can see, the grip is considerably longer, but you need a little more cutting, but not much. If you're familiar with the Griptilian, I hope that helps. Here it is against the PM2. And as you can see, the PM2 just dwarfs it, right? Because the Assetto is sort of a mid-sized knife. I have dropped my para 3. Let's go ahead and move that down. There it is against the para 3. Right, para 3 is a little shorter. It's a smaller knife, so I hope that size comparison helps for those of you that are familiar with these two Spydercos. Getting in on a review of a knife that's in pre-order is always kind of exciting, right? Because I get to see them first, which is very cool. These are recommendable. They really are. Both this and the Rust, there it is, excuse my arm. Are just Bestech doing good things. They really are. Somebody mentioned that this blade shape is very Harsey, Spartan Harsey, and I'm not going to argue. The rest of the knife is its own jam. These look sort of like another Bestech that was out, but that's what happens, right? I mean, Bestech has produced, at this point, what, 150 variations on pocket knives? It's not unusual. $281 is, as I said, not super expensive, but it's not what I would call budget either. It is out there, but you're getting an awfully nice knife. You really are. Both of them have the same backspacer, it's full tie, and they do have a lanyard tube, which doesn't interfere with the knife at all. Now, these are not deep carry. Before we weigh it out, let's take a look at that. I had an envelope here, but we'll use a piece of paper instead. Right, you get about that much knife sticking out of your pocket if you're into that sort of thing. I'd prefer it if this was deep carry, but that's just me, and I like deep carry on all my knives. This is the same micarta as on my thick boy here, and that's because these are both Bestech made. So they have very similar build quality, and this is one of my favorite knives in a very long time. So this stands out in much the same way. Bestech really knows what they're doing when they want to. Let's weigh these and see what the weight savings is. As I said, I think the micarta one's a little bit lighter. The full tie comes in at 3.7. And the micarta comes in at 3. Yeah, so considerable weight savings. If weight is what you're after, the micarta version is going to be a lot lighter. Just even a month ago, I'd have told you that I'd have probably gotten the full tie, but I'm sort of digging this one. I really like the way it feels. I like the way it looks. And as I mentioned, the action on both of these is just ridiculous, right? They don't fail, which is very nice. So 3.7 or 3 even. 3 ounces for a 3 1/4 inch blade. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know, these make me happy. $281 is, again, not that unreasonable. So I think I would get on board with that. And I just might, now that I'm thinking about it. So there you have it. These are the Grambeau knives Assetto in the 2 forms that they come in. I am a big fan. I actually like these better than the Russ. I'm sort of into leaner, more compact cutting tools lately, and I really like the hollow grind on this. So something to keep your eyes open for if you're interested. Take a look down in the description. Of course, you will find a link to the ongoing pre-order if you're interested. anyway, that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this look and overview at the Grambeau knives Assetto. I very much enjoyed having them. Thank you very much, Kevin, for making this happen, and thank you to Kane Grambeau for putting them out there so we can take a look at them. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.